Hello everyone and welcome! It's Mystic Juicer back with some more Yomi action. International Yomi League Season 4 is back! The biggest contest in online Yomi history is back, finally. No weird rules, no crazy competition, no restriction on what characters you can play. It is simply best of 5 first to 3 sets in pools play until the playoffs happen, and then things get nuts. Standard counterpicking rules, medium timer, and we've got Scymrian versus Amadeus. Amadeus getting ready to throw a fridge at a fool, and Scymrian trying to defend himself from said fridge, so we'll see what happens. Alright, there we go. Amadeus, of course, rocking Gwen. Scymrian playing Onimaru. Not sure. Scymrian's a fairly new player. I think he's played in a couple of tournaments previously. Opening up with a block, so he knows what he's doing with Onimaru. Not getting wild. Gonna have a little bit of difficulty dealing with Gwen, I feel like. He is the man with 1,001 reversals, so that's good. He's got that going for him, I guess. The only issue is that Gwen can actually play a pretty credible dodge game. If she is willing to just power up a ton. Yeah, she's got the special block, so she can prevent guard crush. She's got good damage if she dodges into her triple ace super. 22 is alright. Especially since she's only got to hit it basically 4 times. She's got to hit 4 times, but I mean, it's not too bad. If she ever undercuts a guard crush normal with her slow jack, she can just ruin Onimaru's day. And she is getting up at that 10 card threshold where she can start being aggressive, but Scymrian has been doing nothing but hit the block button. Ooh! There comes the fridge, and the fridge is denied. See how many aces he can attach here. Okay, just the one, but that is still a very credible threat. If every face card is now going to deal plus 15 damage, and to a character that already has to... Oh, and here we go. This is guaranteed 15, even if the Joker comes out. So I would definitely play into this with a... Maybe not pump it, if I think that the Joker is likely to be real. And it isn't, so that's a full 35. Oh, God, the damage, though. And rapidly getting put in a very uncomfortable position here is Amadeus. Gets that reversal dodged. Scymrian willing to play very safe. Okay, there come the throws. Forcing Gwen to play the riskiest side of the combat triangle to do any damage. And so he does find his way in. Luckily for Gwen, she deals a lot of damage off of a throw starter. So 24, getting her back into the game. Down 20 health. Ooh, those fast throws though. Nice 7th throw, calculated to cover either a throw or a block. Doesn't really need to pump this. Probably can afford to, though. Yeah, throw away a 6. Those things aren't worth anything anyway. Except as your preferred block, of course. Okay, Amadeus not letting up. Not willing to blink, and that's good. He's got to play brave here. Okay, 20 damage off of 3 cards. Still very good damage efficiency, actually. Evening things up. His innate is going to give him enough cards that he can afford to play aggressive, basically, throughout the game. He doesn't have to push block. Doesn't have to push dodge if he doesn't want to. Of course, Onimaru's 5s, his single ace, his queens... all play havoc with that, and that's on top of the fact that he can make all of his face cards unlosable against attacks. Good dodge here. This is going to be into big damage. Really hope he's found a Joker now. Can't really afford to let these go, though. In this position, just play a low normal, just find 10 damage if you really think it's a joker. Okay, puts both on the table. Ooh, pumps it with a final authority as well. Could be awkward. He's stuck on a 4-card hand. Amadeus has to make something happen, though. Does he have enough reversals in hand to protect himself? He only has to hit with 2 queens. Or dodge into a 10. Gwen pretty much has to play the dodge throw game here. She's stuck on a timer. Ooh! Second fridge denied. This is probably going to go into Shadow Plague. Yeah. Not great damage, but gotta get in there. Can't afford to let Onimaru build up a hand. And crucially denies him a 5, which would be a very awkward card to deal with. Gwen does have a lot of very good starters. Notably her king. Her jack is kind of wonky, but deals very, very nicely with 5 attack, actually. Okay, goes back to blocking. Scymrian, unfortunately, is in a position where he can't just afford to blodge, because a throw will probably result in lethal here. Oh, no! Oh, those awkward 0.2 speed throws. And this is probably going to be lethal if he's willing to risk it. And I'm pretty sure he should. You do not want to let Gwen into this game. Just the 1 pump. Ah, I think that's a mistake. Unless he's got an attack with final authority, then that's perfectly fine. He's got the guaranteed kill here. Yeah, or block with a joker backup. I believe in you, Amadeus. Oh! Oh no. Couldn't find enough damage. And Gwen kills herself out of shame. Alright, game 1 to Scymrian. Amadeus immediately rematching. Yeah, okay, so we're going to stick in this matchup unless Scymrian decides he's uncomfortable. Amadeus is really dedicated to the Gwen life. So he got pretty close. He got within 7 hit points. Nearly lethal. Scymrian going right back to blocking. Would like to see Amadeus poke out. Or I suspect what he's doing is he's blocking in order to set up a counter poke here. Tempt Onimaru into guard crushing. There you go. That's how we find that damage. Nice 3 attack. Nice, gonna find 2 aces here. Oh, and has the 2 aces already. So this is gonna be incredible value. 34 damage, and basically does not go down on cards. Glorious. The damage. Yeah, 8 cards. Leading by about 30 life. Ooh, nice. Diffuses the ace. Nine-card hand has to find his way in. Onimaru desperately playing a block attack range. Yeah, gets thrown. Thinking about the combo escape. Yeah, I like respecting the face down here. Amadeus has an 8-card hand. That's not as good as a 10-card hand. Would probably prefer to see a jack come out than a mix-up normal, just to protect against fives. Loses just as hard to a queen or an ace, so you're going to lose one of those cards. Might as well hedge against one of your options. There it is, beautiful. And this is unjokerable. He's got 2 aces to put on the end of this, so this is going to be a ton of damage. Hashtag fridge. Okay, 29 for 4 cards, not bad at all. Hell of a life lead right now. Beautiful play so far by Amadeus. Really trapping Scymrian in a web of horrifying lies and treachery. Slipping on that ice. Ooh, goes for the second fridge. Okay, face down here, making him think about following it up. Okay. I wish I could watch Yomi at work. Unfortunately, cannot do that. Okay, still has a life lead. Just has to contend with how Scymrian is going to defend himself. Is he going to go hard block? Is he going to go hard reversals? Haymakers? Amadeus can probably fairly safely afford to dodge a lot here, although that gives initiative to Scymrian if he continues blocking. Okay. This could find its way in for damage. Yeah, discards for Shadow Plague. Lousy damage, but the important thing is just to deny his ability to build a hand. Scymrian at 18, Amadeus sitting at nearly the full stick of butter. It's his game to lose at this point. Scymrian's got to make some crazy plays to get back in this. Often against Onimaru, yeah, exactly. Dodging against low-life Onimaru is very, very rude. There are very few things that he can afford to throw with. Wow, even dodging into the reversal. Sometimes you gotta do it. Now sitting at 8 health. Basically, any combat loss will result in death. But yeah, dodging against Onimaru, because his throws don't lead into significant damage, basically very, very safe. The only risk there is if Scymrian, again, has the mental fortitude to just block and dodge all day to be safe from that. Yeah, and there we go. Trying to get back into this game any way he can. If he can manage to accumulate a number of kings, though he's already got 1 in the discard, so max damage off of that is still not going to be particularly crazy. Okay, dodges a queen. Immediate face down from Amadeus. Not sure if he really needs to. Although that also means that that's very, very likely to be a joker, or it's, yeah. Because why would you not play the joker at this point? Just deny every possible amount of damage you can. Just gotta find a way to close this out. Scymrian not making it easy for him. Amadeus not willing to throw into an attack. Okay, gets thrown. But again, not tremendous damage here. This is probably unable to be pumped, or it's going to be pumped once. Put some lower on cards. More and more putting Onimaru in a position where he has to play very risky plays Ooh, and that should be it. Unless we have a joker. Okay, goes for lethal, and there it is. Okay, 1-1, ties it up. Nicely played from Amadeus. Nice couple of cheeky rounds to open him up. Get at the soft crab meats within that armored man. I am nobody mercenarily cheering for basically anyone at this point. Cheering for whoever lost the last round. I like it. Amadeus immediately playing that card. Oh, gets opened up with the Clawhammer 10. The Tender Care. The card neutral 20 damage. Okay, faces down. I would definitely not respect this. Yeah. Can't afford to leave any damage on the table against Gwen. I don't know. I think Guitar Hero controller is probably the correct pro mode of control. Ooh, okay, nice. Blocks a jack here. Amadeus trying to protect himself from additional 10s and 8s. Finds 10 damage on a combat loss. Not bad. Gwen, one of those characters that cannot really afford... Oh, no. Very unfortunate. Picks up a 10. Oh, 2 aces. Oh, it's going to be really awkward for the rest of the match. That is 30 damage waiting on deck. Basically half of Gwen's hit points, and it is completely unjokerable. Oh, and catches the throw as well. Yeah, probably can just afford to let 8 damage rock there. Doesn't need to go any lower on hand size. The 8th throw probably calculated to try to find a 10. Instead finds a 8th throw from his opponent. Saving grace of Onimaru's throws is that they are at least a fair amount of... they're significantly faster than most of the rest of the cast. Basically tying only with Satsuki's throws. Amadeus has to be really, really worried here. Can he afford to block or dodge anymore? Ooh, very nice. Finds a high normal with a Joker freezing jack. See how much damage can be piled in here. Gotta make it count. Okay. King on the table. We have aces. We have aces. Alright, 27 damage. Not too bad. Evens up the life total slightly. Puts Onimaru in a +2 speed state. This could push Onimaru to push a 5 or a face button. So, could be a very nice time for Amadeus to block or dodge. Very nice. Very, very nice. Diffuses one of those attached aces. Now only has to contend, gets a little bit of breathing room, now only has to deal with 15 unjokerable damage. Still not a great situation. As we saw earlier, 2 jacks will make that 35, putting him at 13 health. Okay, goes for another slow jack. Catches a 2. Will have Shadow Plague here. Yeah. Luckily, the chip makes that pretty good. 7 damage. Scymrian going back to blocking. When on 7 cards in hand, so Scymrian can probably be aggressive here. It chooses to play it very defensive. Gwen, one of the few characters in the cast who can actually build a hand just by dodging. Amadeus deep in the think tank here. Fairly even life totals. Oh, very nice. Final Authority does not work. Finds his way in. Scymrian thinking about face down, does not. And big damage here. It is unfortunately going to put Amadeus at a very, very low card total, but does at least put his opponent at 22. So Onimaru has a window here where Gwen is at fairly low. Yeah. Fairly low cards. Not a very card efficient or damage efficient deck that Gwen has. So can feel comfortable putting some aggression on, but has to think about how he's going to do it. Throw, because the block is so strong. Ooh. Yeah, that big high normal is the other option. If you think Gwen is going to build a hand by blocking, yeah, pretty much has to face down here. But unfortunately for him, Amadeus has basically nothing to gain by following that up. Instead, pokes for an additional card off the normal draw, goes up to 7 cards, and is back in business. Should now have enough damage on deck to be able to kill. Ooh, diffuses another queen and gets rid of that last ace. So sitting very, very pretty right now is Amadeus. Playing this mid-game absolutely beautifully. Scymrian has to make something happen. Amadeus now again in a position where he can fairly easily dodge a lot. Plays the queen, catches an ace. Going to reduce his health to 50% of what it was. And is now sitting very, very pretty. So expect to see a lot more dodges here. Scymrian is feeling particularly cheeky. He can try for a 10 throw, a double pump. Ooh! Does he have it? He does indeed. Here comes 20. Probably. Maybe. Ooh, throws away a queen to do it. So the fact that he led the jack leads me to believe he probably has the second one. Yeah, otherwise probably would have led the queen instead. Amadeus now sitting at 20. Has to find his way out of this nightmare. Has to think about the possibility of Onimaru dodge into 20. Ooh! Okay. Probably does not, therefore, have a 10 on deck, or does not have a dodge in hand. Can Amadeus get out of this? Scymrian has already played 2 Final Authorities. Oh, and finds it with the throw. Unless he's got the Joker, this is going to be lights out. Because there's no way he's not following this up for lethal. There it is, and takes game 2. Very nice. Very nice game so far. Alright, can Scymrian find his way back into this match? Amadeus now on match point, only has to win 1 more to close this out. Very uncomfortable to play against Gwen. She's not considered a particularly strong character, but man, when you take a loss to Gwen, you really feel it. You can put the pressure on basically from the word go, and oh, nice start for Amadeus here. Opens him up with a jack, finds that greedy 10 attack, I like the 10 from Scymrian. Can't play afraid of blocks, and you can't you can't play afraid of attacks. You have to get in there and mix it up. Okay, 24 damage. Does put himself on 2 cards, though. So I expect a... I don't know, poke, attack, or, sorry. Pretty safe for Onimaru, I should say that differently. Pretty safe for Onimaru to dodge here, although does seed, yeah, good stuff. Builds himself a hand. Amadeus, however. Oh, okay, actually discarding for Shadow Plague, I'm surprised. I suppose it does get rid of a dodge, so that's okay, but I would probably, I don't know. Not sure about that. So still stuck on a 4-card hand. I was actually really expecting a Gold Burst from Amadeus there. That is one of the ways. Nice queen. Pokes out that 5. One of the ways that a low-hand character can kind of get their way back into the game. Trade 1 card for 2 aces. That's a lot of damage. Can open up the possibility of blocking a little bit more for Gwen so she can get some fuel on deck. Scymrian allowing himself to play offensive here. Yeah, nice. Blocking out a dodge. The longer he waits in this position, the longer he can keep Gwen in low-hand prison, the longer that her innate is going to even up these life totals. And set him up, hopefully, with a good hand, a nicely well-developed hand with all the tools that he needs to take the mid-game. Oh! Oh! Who needs a mid-game when you can deal 20 damage? Oof. Just like that. And Amadeus still stuck on basically 6 cards. So Onimaru can still afford to take combat losses here and not be punished too badly for them. Oh, finds an attached ace or 2. Let's see what happens here. Amadeus pushing the throw button. Ooh. Alright, there he goes. 30 damage back on the board. See if Scymrian can land it this time. Pressure now back on Amadeus. I mean, it has been so far. Been trying to find his way out of this predicament he's in. Plays the 10, yeah. Safe against all options. Guard Crush Normal would not work against that, as it is a special block, and it only works against normals. Okay, the 2 trying to find a throw there. Expecting that Scymrian would think that he would continuously 10 block it as it is super safe, and attempt a throw at that point. Builds his way back up to 9 cards, so he's sitting pretty. Ooh, there we go. Finds that 10. Amadeus notably blocking with a different 10. So signaling the fact that he does in fact have another one in hand. Might have been better to block with the same one. That way you can probably get a free block off with the second one in hand on the next turn. Now Scymrian has to think about whether he's going to see it. Yeah, there's that 10 again. Oh wow, third 10 actually. Okay, powering up, putting aces in deck, or aces on deck, I should say. Can start threatening dodge into 22. You could see a 7 throw from Scymrian here, try to cover against the Potential throw or dodge option from Amadeus. Only if he plays his triple ace super raw or attacks will he be able to beat that. No, very nice. Brave 8 throw here. Still 2 attached aces on deck for Scymrian. Oh, nice. Gets the first joker out too. Beautiful. Lots of pressure on this turn. Would like to see a dodge on wake up here. Okay, yeah, that works just as well, actually. Probably better, as it would get rid of one of those attached aces. 14 cards in hand for Amadeus. He's got to make something happen. He's got a joker. Scymrian can safely block or dodge. Ooh. Oh, he actually didn't need to do that at all. Oh my goodness, this could be it. If he doesn't have a joker on deck, that is lethal damage staring him in the face if he's got another jack. Has got to face down here. Plays it. Has the joker. Okay. 7 health Gwen. Gotta make shit happen. If oh man, if Onimaru has another face card. Or actually, I think we probably see a 5 attack here. Would be very, very surprised if we don't see a 5. The risk of playing a face card into this is that Amadeus does have 10s. Ooh! Goes for the wake up super throw. Nice! Catches him and puts him at 20. Lethal within reach here. Does he immediately power up for aces again? Yes, here we go. Has to make this happen. Has to put the threat of an unjokerable. Ooh, gets rid of the 10s. Yeah, he's not knocked down anymore, and if he gets knocked down one more time, he's dead anyway, so you don't need those 10s anymore where we're going. He's got to win combat this turn. He's got the throw dodge mix-up. He doesn't have... It's not... it's not for sure that he has the third ace, but he is certainly implying that he does. Oh, the brave king. There we go. Finds the damage. Scymrian ties it up 2-2, and we've got ace match. Here we go. I got this card back. All right. Both players have really felt their opponents out. Got some good mind games on both sides. It all comes down to this. Immediate king from Amadeus. Good setup for that 6. Scymrian has opened with 2 10s in the last 2 games. Gonna take 9 for his trouble here. But keep Amadeus at 6 cards, so he can afford to be aggressive. Fairly even life totals. Nice, finds the throw. He's probably going to leave this here. Oh, okay, follows up. 20 damage, not bad. Does leave himself on a 3-card hand, well, 5-card hand, I should say. I like that he's willing to throw in that situation. Deny Scymrian the free blocks. Although if he wants to, blocking is very, very strong still from Scymrian. Not a lot of value you're going to get out of throws here. Oh, walks into a 10. Not how you want to spend that ace. He's opened with fairly early aces in all of the matches so far, so... value. Okay, bit of a life lead here for Amadeus. He's got some play. Nice. Immediate 10 block. Trying to find a greedy 10 block. Or a 10 attack from Onimaru. So again, once again, we could see a counterattack here from Amadeus to protect that 10 block from throws. Or we could see, and the counterplay, yeah, going to block. He's probably going to lose this 5 if Amadeus has the cards for it. Yeah. Does not want to contend with that card being in the mix. Amadeus now sitting pretty at 8 cards. Got over that pitiful 6-card threshold where he can actually afford to do some damage. Nice, gets around a queen. Early queens from Onimaru. Pretty fantastic card. There's really not much you're losing by playing them in the early game. In the late game, you expect to have 9s, so all of your face cards are going to be minus infinity speed. So why not spend the queens early when they're, you know, late game you can't pump them. They're just 10 damage or maybe 15. Nice dodge here. Gets around this jack. Does he respect it? Don't know that you do. Oh, okay. Goes for the full 20 and finds it. Evening up the life total slightly. Hands very equal, basically starting the game over. Except a slight life lead for Amadeus. Nice 10 block. Diffuses another ace. And Onimaru, his aces are incredibly good, but it's incredibly difficult to justify powering up any of your cards to get them. You basically need every card with a throw on it, pretty much, in most matchups, just so you're not completely dead to dodges in the late game. You need, you need your dodges because you don't always have final authority. You need your face cards. Oh wow, these 10s. 10s forever. Luckily for Scymrian, he's not really losing many cards of value. I mean, he has run 2 aces in. I shouldn't say that, but he didn't lose a particularly valuable card with that 6 attack. He could be trying to bait a normal block by suggesting that he doesn't in fact have any high normals. That might make Amadeus feel that he can afford to put a block in there, but Gwen is not a character that really needs to block. Definitely not in this situation anyway. Okay, goes for the dodge. Perhaps anticipating the high normal value trap. 10-card Gwen. No powered up aces so far. But he has gone through a lot of his deck now. Okay, finds 10 damage. Yeah, has only played the single ace. Has put Oni at just below 40 damage, or 40 health. Sitting at 60 himself. Pretty good. Just has to not lose this one. Yep. Peppering in a lot of dodges. Scymrian, unfortunately, able to do a fair amount of blocking and dodging of his own as a result. Ooh! 20! The big 10. Ooh, respects it and prevents the Joker from going off as well. Very nice. Would have felt very bad if that was a bluff. That being the first joker for Amadeus. No jokers yet played for Scymrian, and that is quite troublesome because the dodges that Amadeus is going to play now get increasingly risky. Finds the throw, very nice. Finally opened him up. Does he respect it now? A lot of cards back there, so jokering is not a bad idea here. Okay. Is in fact a joker, goes up to a 10-card hand. Takes 6 for his trouble. We'll be at 11 this turn, so lots of final authority threat now. Amadeus has played 3 of his 10s. Fair amount of his dodges, but Gwen has like a million dodges. Yeah. 20 dodges, or 16 dodges. Ooh, there's one now. Gets around that 10, very nice. Does he have triple ace? Or even double ace at this point? Yeah, double ace. Oh, single ace, wow. That's kind of ugly. Still, puts him at 22. 8-card Gwen. Definitely able to do 22 damage. Seen 3 10s from Onimaru so far. Okay. Lodging. 12-card Onimaru. Rapidly being put in a place where he can start to really deal some damage with throws. His 7th throw now deals 15. That is almost half of Amadeus's remaining hit points. There's the 8th throw, yeah. Would have beaten both sides of that. Fully expect double pump here. Oh no! Does not spend anything. Trying to bait that last joker. Tense moment here. Amadeus is still safe, entirely safe from lethal by dodging. However, that's becoming less and less true. He can dodge himself to death if he's unwilling to play an aggressive option, and Scymrian is willing to wait him out. Ooh, there it is, final authority. This will be for 20 unless there's a joker back there. Even then, it is going to be 19. Yeah, basically have to face down here and make him think about it. Goes for it, prevents the damage. Very nice. Okay, very even life totals. 10-card Gwen on knockdown, though. Has to worry about a lot of stuff here. Can't be too eager to wake up with a queen. Another final authority might be waiting. Can't really be too eager to block with a 10. A 5 attack might be coming. Can't wake up with a normal. Can't really throw. A lot of pressure on Amadeus this turn. He's got to navigate his way back to standing. Oh, and that might be it. Oh, does he have the possibility of a 4th jack? Does he have it? No, does not. Okay, puts him back on the ground. He's got another shot at this. The only issue is he could still have a final authority. So Amadeus has got to navigate his way out of this without taking chip, so that he has 3 hit points on the next turn. He has to be standing so that he can threaten lethal. Oh, good YOLO. Unfortunately, queen. Very, very safe queen. Willing to risk the 10 block. And Scymrian takes it in a very close, very, very exciting set. That was very cool to watch. I hope you enjoyed that. I've got a ton more games that are going to be hitting the channel very, very soon. I just haven't had a chance to actually do commentary over them. So those will be coming very, very shortly. Thank you, as always. Thank you, Amadeus. Thank you, scymrian, for waiting and announcing that you're going to be playing so that I could do the recording. And I will see you all next time. So until then, enjoy yourself some Yomi.